my community, one of the biggest problems is about the fiscal evasion, the tax evasion. That moment when a new economic society will appear a new problem that tax evasion. A lot of investors are trying to get rich as much as possible and to not share a lot of a part of their money and the state system.
The biggest problem in my community, in Italy, in the south of Italy, in the city of Reggio Calabria, is that young persons have no chance to participate because it's lack of information and it's extremely big, and young persons have no chance to understand what does mobility is and how to work on a local level.
In my opinion, the biggest problems in my community is the lack of motivation among the youths, as well as the immigration of the youths outside of the country. They are searching for better opportunities outside of Bulgaria and better education as well.
We are speaking about the problems that youth is dealing in my community. I would say that the biggest ones are immobility of young people, educational system, maybe some kind of lack of awareness and lack of motivation to do something for themselves and for the community.
Well, in my community, in Krusevo, I think that the biggest problem is the youth migration, because the young people don't have a lot of opportunities in our town, and the municipality is not very youth friendly.
My community has actually many problems because as I come from Kosovo, in Kosovo there are almost 60% of youth, and they always try to kind of leave Kosovo and go to other places to go to the university and stuff like that. Most of them don't actually return to Kosovo, so I guess this is mainly the problem why the youth in Kosovo isn't actually evolving. They are only leaving, or even the ones that stay here, they only go to university, repeat the same stuff the other generations repeated, and then nothing changes for the youth community or any community at all.
Also the entrepreneurial spirit that young people don't have, and they are waiting for jobs in the public administration. And I think that Krusevo has a lot of potential for young businesses, but the young people are not interested.
I expect to gain more knowledge about the youth communities and how the communities could become more youth-friendly, and what are actually the factors for youth-friendliness of those communities, as well as to exchange experience with other people from other countries.
I was expecting to speak loud about the problems that we have in European countries and in the Balkans. I was expecting also to mingle among people and to try to make a new paradigm, to try to find a way to be more friendly in our local communities, not only at the city level, but also in the communities we work for. For example, in our NGOs, in our schools, among the group of friends, in some social circles, and so on.
I expected to learn more about the communities in the other countries. Are they youth friendly? Do they have young youth strategies? Do they have youth councils? How is this working in their countries, and things connected to
I expected from the training to have a lot of work, to gain a lot of knowledge, to meet new people, to meet the Krusevo as a city. I've never been here before.
Before to arrive here, I expected to, from this course, to know how can I, like a youth person, to change how as much as possible this community. And now, when I succeed to pass through all these process, I realized that it's a little bit different. I mean that I succeed to learn how mean youth-friendly communities, and how can we make a little change.
Before I came here, because this is actually my first time volunteering in this kind of trainings, I actually wanted to see more of other countries, see more of other cultures, and understand that maybe it isn't only Kosovo dealing with the issues of youth and of many other criminal cases and stuff. So I actually just wanted to know more about other countries, because living in Kosovo kind of makes you feel in a box, like you can't get out of there. And through this training I got to meet many people, many cultures, and many issues that they deal with, issues that actually are the same as our issues.
Yes, I think it was very useful because I did gain a lot of knowledge. I did good connections with other people, with people from other countries, so that we can work together on international projects.
I strongly believe that the training course has been extremely important for all the people who attended, and it's applicable to all situations, because we could share, learn each other, and understand how to grow our communities, how to use indicators to make that happen, and also how to reach the quality top point level of working in our cities, communities, regions, and so on.
This training course was very useful for me because finally I succeeded to learn and to understand what means a youth-friendly community, and to succeed to meet new people, to develop my personality, to take more experience.
Okay, I think that it was really useful for me because I learned more about my community, and I learned more about the problems that my community has, and I got really good recommendations about how to solve this problem that young people have in Krusevo.
Yes, this training course was very useful because, as I mentioned earlier, I got to know many people, many cultures, and many ways that we can actually all together face these issues. And I got to hear many thoughts of other youngsters here in this training about how they think of solving the issues of youth, how to make a more friendly community in their countries, so that I would have a better idea at how I can help in my community.
I think that it was very useful, and I'm especially proud of it because we gained a lot of practical knowledge that we are going to continue to develop, and we have produced some projects that we are going to develop too, so that was more than useful. We are now, I think all of us are now motivated to do something, starting from the small steps, but also this project I've been talking about that we did as a group, and as all the countries from the training course, I hope will participate, and I think that we are going to do something good together for our society.
As this being the first training that I took part at, I actually got to understand many new stuff, so I will try to take part in other trainings so that I can kind of know better what is better for my country, even though right now I kind of started to understand a lot of stuff better. But I will also try to communicate with other young people in order for them to take part in these trainings and understand and try to make some changes.
I'm planning to have some workshops with the young people in the town to get them more educated about what youth-friendly community means, because we don't have the knowledge here about this, and the topic is really confusing for the young people in Krusevo.
Oh yeah, when I will arrive to my university, I will share some of this information to my classroom in some courses, and another way to share this course is in my social groups with my friends, and when they will ask me, hey Justin, how was in that project, I will talk about this project, and I will try to implement it.
I am planning to do a campaigning and to raise awareness on what we have done here, to understand how communities are friendly and if they are. and to use all the set of indicators and the experiences and projects we are proposing here to make change, to apply a paradigm and to make things grow in the correct direction.